All right, so I wanted to hurry up and jump on here real quick. Price did start falling earlier today, um, so we can look at this. I had said that there was a what was it, a buying opportunity? Well, let me go back to what I said yesterday. So yesterday I was neutral, right? Trading is dynamic, not static. I pointed out this area right here. I said what 48.5. Yeah, it's more like 48.5. Let's say 48.3. I said 48.5, but I mean you can see the channel right here. Right here. We didn't get a green 2 trading above a green 1. It didn't close there. I said there was a 9 here. Let's say right here. I said 40. I said like 51. It's 51.5. I'm going to, let's see. The 9 was at about 51.4. Let's go here. So here's the channel, right? There's the trading channel. We had all the touches we needed. The target, if we could have broke out, if we would have got a green number above a prior green number above the 9, we were above our 30 MA strategy. So if that could have broken out from here, the target was 55. We've broken down. What's the target? Right here where this 9 printed, right around 44.5. So that's the target for this channel. Now, if I'm looking at this and I'm in a trade, so if I would have got in on this 9, I said we would consolidate. We didn't consolidate like I liked. We're getting a lot of sell pressure, even right now as I speak. You can see this, but I marked this 9, and the reason is I marked this 9 because we didn't go below it, and we didn't retest it with any one of these candles to kind of clear out, this area of, these buyers came in here, but I would like to see it retested with a green number, because it tells me that this area was retested and buyers enforced this area again. They bought it up, it came back down, and then more buyers came in to reinforce this area. We are still above this Fibonacci area, this 45 right here, 45, 183. Price is bouncing a little bit. So how did I know? So I did take a position off of, I said we would range between 48.5 and say 51, right? Where did I get? Because I actually exited sooner, from a position that I had all the way back from the 46 area. So I entered that based off of this area here, right? Because I said we had got bullish divergence. We had the 9. I think it also kind of matched. The RSI also matched that bullish divergence, kind of flattening price with indicator going up. The CMF also did that. And I said I had seen this before with the sell-off. So here it started, we started getting some divergence. Maybe not as clear as the RSI was. But here, right? So here, that's bullish divergence. It's not as extreme, but it is bullish divergence. And then on top of all that, I'll bring up the RSI again. Top of all that, we had oversold, bounced a little bit, and then oversold again. Let's see what it came out on the 4-hour. Get rid of this. And the 4-hour also, well, it didn't really match on the CMF, but it did on the RSI. Sorry, let's see. So, what did I see? This is what I saw. I saw us fail. We were kind of going sideways on this 30 EMA on the hourly, and it was starting to become kind of useless. Let me make this all one so we can kind of just see one indicator or one moving average. All right, so here it broke but we didn't wait because we had other indicators to tell us to go in. And it was kind of just oscillating, right? So prices going up above it. So I pointed out the channel, and then we're kind of oscillating in it. It kind of rendered this useless, but we did get, in the morning, we got a price run up to this upper part of the channel, and then we broke down, and then we tried for 2 hours to break back above it, and it didn't. And then that's when I started looking at my other indicators, right? So I'm like, what's going on? We're not getting any sort of divergence here. And on the 4 hour, you really saw it. On the 4 hour, right here. So price went down, and then it went down again, right? But I put a stop at 49 exactly. So here, I'm like, this is already trending down. And then we started to sell off even more, and it went right here. So I was like, okay, the low here is 49,250. And again, it was 49,250. And I was like, if we go to 49, we're most likely going to start selling off aggressively. And we did. And this is kind of a reversal candle, but the CMF didn't start trending up, which means that we didn't get any buyers to come in. And there was no buyers coming in, even on this candle and even on this candle. No buyers coming in. This is what the CMF tries to interpret, right? So, and then the on-balance volume also started plummeting. Right there, it started trending down. I think it did it more aggressively on the hourly. Yeah, see? So it started going down. So there's no divergence. So right now, there is a 9, and we are in an oversold area with consideration on the RSI. What could happen? We can come back and retest this upper channel of 48, the bottom of the upper channel. So 1 to 4 candle correction, and then I think we're going back down. I think we're going to hit this 44,888. I did say that a monthly close above 40, and that's super bullish based off of past price action. So my strategy, if I'm looking to average in, is going to be anything that's below 45K, I'm probably going to try to buy in. If we get this dip, maybe I set a limit buy. I set a limit buy at 44,888 or 44,890, something like that. I honestly think we're going to come back here. We're here. Maybe we do sell off, and then we kind of, I don't think we'll get as oversold as this 25. We could, but I think we're going to find support here. So on the daily, we have a 4. If this closes down below this 1, then maybe we would, warrant 41,000. But hey, as long as we still close above, and we can even wick aggressively, right? So to 38,570 to 38,349, that would be, if I'm being honest, that would be like perfect. Considering if we get a monthly close above 40, we get a dip tomorrow, that's aggressive, and then we get we start to see indicators on these smaller time frames starting to show buyers coming in. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I just want to go in there quickly. We had this channel that told us that price could potentially break down. The target on this channel is right around where this last TD9 was. That's why I like to see these things get retested. And it didn't, especially on the hourly and the 4 hour. These down here, until we make a new all-time high, these are perfectly possible. But we get that monthly close above 40, and I'm pretty confident we're never going to see 30 again. Data shows we'll never see below 40 again. It didn't even wick below 40. But here, that's literally just another 10% down from here about. So, got to be cautious. Took some profits off the table today. Let's look at I hope this funny rate's negative. Oh, it's not on the weekly. Daily, people are still, not long. Oh, man. So I think we're going down more. We'll see. Be patient. We have our targets here, around here. We'll see what happens. We can get a 1 to 4 candle correction back up to here. And then we'll reanalyze. All right, so let me go over AMC because that was a trade I was in, and I actually exited today. You can also see that. So we got in here, and I got out right around 9. It was like mid 9s. So here, mid 9s. I didn't get the exact top. I could have exited about 60%, 60, 70%. It was around there. What did I see here? So I saw a TD9 on the 4-hour. We hit this upper level of this Fibonacci. We came down. We held 95, but then as soon as the new hour opened at, a little bit after lunch, right here, we try to break it, and then we got this candle right here. And the low on this for the day was 919. So you could have technically set a stop at the lowest wick if once you closed below that, and then you could have exited. But I was kind of looking at these mid-range areas. What was left over if this would have rallied? My target was 1290, so I'd already made 60+%. Am I really going to wait out, another 18%, and potentially lose a massive amount of my return? I mean, it's all post-market's at 774. So if I wouldn't have waited, I would have lost another 20%. I'm not willing to do that, so I went ahead and I exited. You can look at the RSI had already started to trend down here. It wasn't, it didn't find any support here. So if you waited here, you could have still exited 913. We broke it. That's showing downward momentum. You could have exited. Same thing here. So we went above it. We had the 9. I mean, this 9 just basically tells you to get out. I'll put if you're blindly trading the TD sequential, right? 9 consolidation, green 3 above green 2. We retested this area. We go up, hit the 9, exit, take your profits. So that's what we saw. We'll see what happens with GameStop. The overall trend was up. So there's a lot of things like, the more and more as you see me do these videos, I do look at price action a lot. I do use my TD sequential. I do use my moving averages. There's other things, and all of this just comes with. It's like there's it's like game time. You need game time. Just time in the game. Basically, what this is, you need time in the game. So, there's outlets where you can paper trade if you want to do that to kind of learn. That takes patience, as does this. So right now, look, I mean, we were right here, 820. The day closed at 829, which is ironically this Fibonacci level, if we're trying to retrend up. So it found resistance there. Yeah, we went all the way up, but it couldn't hold it, and it broke down. So I mean, even though we're above the prior 2-week high of 689 today, tomorrow's the last day. We might not. If this didn't close above that, that's bearish. I would have rather this be a green number, but for this to be a green number, it would have to close above 1326. Doesn't look like it's going to do that. So probably a couple more days of consolidation. I mean, a couple more weeks of consolidation. If not, if not going back down. Like I said yesterday, this is definitely possible right here. Like I said yesterday, these meme stocks, these Reddit stocks, they're your weakest hands. I hate to put it that way, but they are. I mean, these are pure. Yeah, they run up. They're pure pump and dumps. If you want to look at something that's speculation, you look at GameStop right now. You look at AMC. I didn't enter on speculation. There was stuff technically that told me to enter, but the run up, especially whenever you start to hear about it, man, that's a crowded trade. It's attracting all these people. A whole bunch of traders. I don't like to be in crowded trades, and especially these. I mean, and if I'm being honest, if I'm looking at AMC and I kind of looked at the chart, February 2020, let's say January, February 20, right at the beginning of the year, AMC was 728 a share. This is before COVID, so it's like, is something really worth as $20 whenever you're really not getting any foot traffic, or just fundamentally, just looking at it fundamentally, you're not getting really a lot of people going to movie theaters. It's not like we've picked up a lot and new movies are coming out and all that stuff. No. So if I'm looking at this 728, Is it really worth that much? No, this is probably a pure pump and dump. I entered on technical analysis, and I'm entering and I'm exiting based on, okay, there's a bunch of, usually if you hear about a trade, a bunch of people making money, yeah, maybe it's got another day or 2 days, maybe even a week left in it. I said that before, but you're most likely catching it towards the upper end of the run. If you make any profits, it's really nice to just take them. So I took this profit. This is also viable. I'm going to put a mark here just if I ever come back. I'm going to make this one white. Make it stand out on the weekly. This is a daily retest. So we're in here. We'll see how it goes. This is possible. This was retested. And I'm going to look at GameStop again, only because I looked at it yesterday, but I'm not going to spend much time on it. Yeah, so that's a reversal candle on the 4 hour. This is the dump, right? Yesterday I said, okay, maybe we'd be between 150 and 216. We went to like 182, the Fibonacci level. Again, right here, we held above 150, and then we crashed. And let's see if the crash was actually evident. It was, right there. So we wicked, found resistance here, and then we closed below it, and then it crashed. So it can go back. This can lose 100% tomorrow. Not 100%. This can lose 50% tomorrow. I mean, I can look up the other indicators, but anyone who was in this, and if they asked me my opinion, I was like, hey man, just be happy with what you made. If you were in this massive pump, get out. Because this didn't look like, and a lot of people are paying attention to short interest. And I mean, these message boards, it's always important to try to analyze your own charts. Don't try to enter based on anything else. And, people ask me throughout yesterday and today, you got in on GameStop? No, it ran up. I was in on AMC because technically we had this consolidation. We broke out based on, this right here. And we had a CMF that was trending up. This is showing me that there's buyers coming in. This looks good. Technically, on my indicators, I entered. I exited because there's just too much FOMO. I'm going to take, I analyzed the price over the last 3 hours. This wick, there's no buyers coming in. CMF started trending down. I'm out. I'm taking my profit. I'm taking my 60% return, and I'm going home. Happy. So, but that's about it. I'm going to go over one more thing. The dollar. The dollar, saw people last week being a little bullish. I was at best neutral. I said that. Yeah, this is all trending down. I don't see anything to be excited about. We didn't retest this. I think we're coming back here. Sometimes it's as simple as that. Maybe I'm silly at using these as a like I said yesterday, it's just a guide. I'm using it just a guide. Trading's dynamic, not static. I'm analyzing and looking at the charts to get a good sense of what's going on. Yeah, look at this 9. We came back up. Was the daily was what? Look at this. There's a daily 9 down here that never got retested either. I'm going to put a marker there as well. This one's going to be green though, because it's a red 9, and if price goes below that, that's where you would see possible resistance. On the 1s as well, but I'm just looking at the 9s. I'm trading the 9s. That's what I like to trade. It's what I found effective, and that's what works for me. So that's about it. Let me jump back to Bitcoin real quick. See where we're moving. We went as low as 46K. Yeah, we got 6 minutes until the hour's over. 1 to 4 candle correction. Where can we go? So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Right here. No, I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. The high of this 9. So we can go potentially back to 47.6. Bring up the CMF real quick. I mean, this is you're looking at me real time. If I'm analyzing something real time, if I was not here and if I was looking at this and interested, is my CMF going up? No. I'm going to keep it as simple as that. I don't even need I can bring my Bollinger Bands up. We're outside of them. Consolidation, tightening of the band. Then we got volatility. The 4 hour, we're on the lower end of the band, but there's still no buyers coming in. No one's coming to save us. Maybe a little bit on the daily. But on these lower time frames, no, nothing. There's nothing that looks like there's going to be a quick recovery back up. Now, I can say that you can watch this, and then 5 minutes later, there's a big, you know, news announcement that 10 S&P companies have just, published that they are announced that they now hold so much Bitcoin or something. Um, that could change it, but as of right now, this is bearish to the targets down here, possibly all the way down here. That's why you scale into your positions. You just don't try to catch a knife. I think we're going here. We'll see how it goes. So that's it. Hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully I was helpful. Oh, Tilray. Let's go over Tilray. Hopefully I was helpful with the AMC trade. Hopefully I was helpful with the GameStop trade that I reviewed yesterday and gave some analysis on. I forgot to mark this yesterday. This is going to be that blue color. Oh, make it blue. There we go. They must have did an update to TradingView. These colors look quite different. Yeah, it's not the color I usually use. I guess it's this aqua color. Yeah. All right. Oh, that got retested. I don't need that. Daily. Yeah, so this was a big fake out right here. It's really indecision. We could get to this lower area. Post market's at 24.32. See what our long-term trend's doing. I think our long-term trend's going down, but I still see a lot of promise in this. I won't abandon it completely until these moving averages start trending down. I'll just buy in this range for the foreseeable future. Risk manage based on my account value and just roll on. And if I take a loss, I take a loss. Best traders in the world take losses. Just like you have to learn how to when to take your profits. You have to learn when to cut it low. When are you wrong? That's why it's always important to enter a trade with a target and then a stop based on where am I wrong. We can go 8, 9. We'll see. Maybe somewhere around this area. But yeah, so that's it. Thanks for watching.